Alright, hello everyone, I'm Manic, and um, I'm making this video like right after I just watched The Long Walk, but that was like yesterday. So I'll try to do like a spoiler-free version um, at the beginning. So I'll start off with my rating. I give it like I say an 8 out of 10. I really liked it when I went and saw it. It was a pretty good movie. Pretty good movie. It's like a nice little thriller. I guess as you can tell from like the movie, like the trailers and everything, like The Long Walk is about walking longly for like long period of time. And yeah, it's a pretty good movie. I guess I will say, like, I usually don't talk about like the shots of the movie, like, because it's not really like something I care too much about. But I really liked how I guess this isn't a spoiler. Yeah, it's not a spoiler that people died. Surprise, like people die in the movie. I like a lot of the shots were really good. How they're showing them, showing what happens to them, because there's many ways to die while on the long walk. I'll leave it at that. I guess. But yeah, it's like because it's not just about the walking. It's also like the psychology of the people who are doing the walk. Like, I like how you get to see like everybody's different personalities, their reasons why they're doing it. Actually, we don't know too much about the reasons why. It's all. Anyway, but yeah, I'd heavily recommend it. It's a pretty good movie. It's based on what's his name, Stephen King or whatever. Based on his book of the same name, Long Walk. I never read it. I never read the book, but yeah, I never read the book, but I read a little bit about it. They said it's pretty similar to the movie, somewhat, in a lot of ways, but the general core of the movie's there. But I guess that's about it for the spoiler-free version. Yeah, I'd heavily recommend it. If you ever want to go see it in theaters or wait for it to come out, either way, it's a pretty good movie. Yeah, I guess that's about it. But so I guess the spoiler version of it is like yeah. So I did really like the cinematography of the movie, like how. Like, usually, like, when a lot of the people die, you see them, they're always, like, in the background. You know how most movies are going to, like, focus on it, Like, they have the person, like, here. Let me show y'all. They're really like, no, don't. You know what I mean? Like, it'll be stuff like that. They'll be all up in the camera and stuff like that. But, and that was like zero photography, zero film school, and like, and I got angles like that. It's like, but rather than do that, they did do that for the first guy, which I feel like that was pretty good too. But like the majority of them is like, they're all in the background. It's like my door, you see somebody getting killed like back there, you see them And they're just absolutely getting executed too. And in a way, I kind of like the mystery of the movie, you know, like how did the long walk even start happening? You know, how did people come to the conclusion, like, you know what? How about we have 50 teen boys walk until all but one of them die? Yes. Yeah. You know what? Like, how did they come to that conclusion? How did that ball start rolling? And that rolling so hard, snowballing until it became an annual thing that everybody knows about and that people like sit there and watch. Like, it's televised. It's not a niche thing. It's televised. And like people are cheering and all that stuff. It's like this is a big thing. It's like the Super Bowl, you know? Like, that's the crazy part. So, and I will say, I did miss like the first 5 minutes of the movie or so. So I didn't see them all get dropped off, but I saw that first step. I think I might have, but I did get in pretty early on. I didn't miss too much of it. But yeah, it's 50 kids. Yeah, and that's the other thing. It's like they're all teenage boys. It's like there's no adults, no women, it's like I don't think they can try it. At least that's what it seems like. At least because, you know, if they could, then I feel like there would at least be like one girl in there. I don't know what the deeper meaning is behind that, but that is another strange part about like the mystery of it. But yeah, and you know, I like to think that I wonder, like, how far do y'all think y'all would get? Like, we see by the end of the movie, they made it like 330 miles or so, 340 miles. It's like they were walking for 5 days, at least 5 days a night. Like, how long do y'all think that y'all will be able to make it? Because do y'all think y'all gonna handle 5? Like, I don't know. I might can do 6. I feel like I would have won. Like, okay, yeah, I don't think I would have won, but yeah. I'll talk about this part. Another crazy part about it is, I don't know how they're like walking. I was gonna say I don't know how they're walking in their sleep. Then I thought I was sleepwalking. So never mind, I guess. I was gonna, man, that really threw me off. I was gonna rant about that for a little bit. I don't know how I didn't think of sleep. But oh, another part I really liked, with what's his name? Like the guy that everybody hates. Y'all know who I'm talking about. The guy that everybody in the group hates. They keep on. He's just an absolute jerk to everybody. It's like, I really like how he keeps being a jerk to everybody. But then he ends up getting that guy rank. He ended up getting him killed. Like, of course he didn't mean to, as we could see in the movie, but it was kind of his fault that he got that guy killed. And then he's like, it started eating away at him. We saw how Peter, he was calling him a murderer, because he kind of did murder that guy. Because if Like, dude should have just stopped. He just kept going. He kept going. He kept going. Like and then it wasn't just that. He was just, hopping over other people's dead bodies. He was trying to get people to quit and like laughing when he died, just being an absolute jerk. And then it's like, it's kind of cool. Like, I really like how it caught up with him. Not physically. Like he could probably have. Honestly, he might have won if he wasn't like outcasted. He might have, like, because the only thing that stopped him was because he was just so. Of course, they're all like getting, taking mental damage and all that stuff, but he's taking mental damage as well, but mixed with him, believing that he got this other kid killed as well on top of all that other stuff. And not just that, having nobody to talk to while all this is happening, nobody to like to share any feelings with, like to talk about all like next to zero social interaction, because they don't want to. He's an awful person. They don't want to talk to this guy. And it's like it starts eating him up. Like he even comes to the main character is talking about hey, Peter's leader, could you talk to him? Like, let him know. Oh yeah, it was like, actually no, I'll go back a little bit. Where Peter starts asking everybody to after I don't know, I think he's from Boston, right? The guy with the wife. One of the four musketeers. They find out that he has a wife, and he starts asking everybody, like, it's just like 6 left. Yeah, it's 6 left. He starts asking everyone, like, hey, let's all make a deal. If we win, we're gonna get a chunk of change and give it to Homeslice's dead wife. I mean, Homeslice's wife. And he asks everybody except the jerk. He doesn't ask him because why would he? Nobody wants to talk to him and all that. And you see how that it really messed with him. Like he's talking about, like, why didn't he ask me? Like, why wouldn't he ask me? I'm like, I would have done something. I would have helped out. Like, I'm not. Like, I'm a good guy. Like, I don't hate me, guys. It's just a competition. Let's all be friends. Like, he's really going through a mental breakdown because he's all alone. In fact, I bet it's even worse with him being all alone while around people. He's outcasted by the group. Only 6 people left, and nobody's talking to him. And they're all right next to him, and they're not talking to him. They and it's all his fault, because honestly, he deserved it. He's been awful the entire time. And then then he like stabs himself in the throat, so we'll be together forever. Yeah, he was like, I think that was pretty. Like, I want to say pretty cool, but y'all get what I mean. I get what I mean. Like, I guess that was a cool moment in the movie. Yeah. So, I guess I'll go back to the somewhere close to the beginning for a bit. Actually, I don't know. What was I going to talk about next? I don't remember. What was I going to talk about next? I lost my train of thought. Well, I guess I could talk about another good scene or a good moment in the movie, like the uphill scene. If y'all know what I'm talking. When it was nighttime and they lost like, what was it, like 10 people or something, because they had to start walking uphill, and of course they've been walking for like, I think by then it was like over 200 miles. It's like, oh, and I thought about what I want to talk about after this. It was like 200 miles already by then, and yeah, they lost like 10, 15 people because, of course they're tired because they've been walking for 200 miles straight. Like, yeah, it was pretty crazy. Like, yeah, I guess it turned out the numbers pretty quickly. Like, I don't know where I was going with that. That was pretty much it. I just wanted to say it was cool. But another thing, like, I wasn't, for some reason, I wasn't thinking about this too much when I was watching it until they got to the part where the main character, like, he started talking about how his shoes, because he's been walking for, about 300 miles, the soles of his shoe came off. And, like, not just the other kids had to take their shoes off too. A few of them, they had to take their shoes off too. It was because, golly, it didn't make it. And then we saw their feet, dude. It's like, that's the part I didn't think about. Like, their feet are destroyed. Like, their feet will not be the same, because you know how you walk for a long time and like you keep walking and walking, like you start to feel pain in your feet. And then, you can't really take, what was it? Like, what's it called? Like bunions and all that stuff. You start walking and walking and walking. Usually, you just sit down or try not to walk on it that much, but you just keep walking on it and walking on it and walking on it, and then your skin is just like, from all that walking, it's just a meat pile. You're just walking on meat piles. Your feet are meat piles, and it's like just the thing about it's not just like them, of course, being tired just from walking so much. Their feet, like the pain. Oh my gosh! And even talking about that guy with a broken ankle. Y'all remember that? The guy that was gonna write a book. That poor guy. Just not writing a book, but yeah, it's like he made it through that uphill thing just to struggle for a little bit longer. Like, and the crazy part is, while he was sitting there with he had no chance of winning. That's the crazy part, and he kept on walking anyway. Because it's pretty obvious. If you get any type of injury to your legs, at least, and it's like more than like maybe like two or three people left, you're straight up not gonna win. And the thing is, it's like, do you accept that you're gonna die, or do you like hold on to hope? It's like, I mean, the smart thing would be to accept that you're gonna die, because you're not gonna win. You're just putting yourself to more pain before it's over. Like, but yeah, I guess just maybe he's also delirious from all the pain as well. Delirious. But yeah. All right, that's good enough. Let me put these away. But yeah, he's all delirious from the pain and all that. That's two. Alright. So yeah, let's go back to the meat feet. So yeah, it's like geez, like the unbearable pain just for like for the chance of winning. And another part I liked about it, like, we found out why the main character wanted to do this in the first place. You know, he's talking about how his dad was killed by the Major. We're also showing it how his dad's killed by the Major because he was like sharing forbidden books, because he's like Major's like a dictator, it seems. So he's sharing the forbidden books with his family and everything. And then the Major asks him, are you willing to pledge your allegiance, you know, to this country? You know, pretty much to him. And he's like, no. And then, you know, he sticks to his laurels. I think that's right. Sticks to his laurels, and he dies for it. He wants to, in a way, or at least this is what his reasoning is, to teach his son that never give up who you are, you know? And even in the face of, is disparity the right word? No. But, you know, just to not give up. So he ends up getting executed, like, right in front of his family. And then Peter brings up the point, like, that his dad actually gave up on them in a way. Like, he put them in a bad situation just because he didn't want to say that he pledged his allegiance to the Major. And the thing is, you know, I agree with him that even if he is, you know, it's like if you run into like some crazy guy on the street. He's like you just walking around like it's the sunniest day in the world, and some guy walks up to you like, I can't believe all this rain. Like, that doesn't make any sense. Hold on, let me reset. I didn't hear that one. Okay, I'll give you a better example. If instead, like somebody runs up to you, like they have a gun, and then they put the gun to your head, and they're like, say today is Tuesday. Say today's Tuesday. But today's Wednesday. You know, today's actually Wednesday. Like, it's not Tuesday. What, like, why would I say it's Tuesday if it's obviously Wednesday, you know? And then in this scenario, you would be like, you're just sitting here like, what are you talking about? It's not Tuesday. Why would you think it's Tuesday? And then, you know, of course you get blasted because you're dumb. You don't really, the smart thing would be to say like, it's Tuesday. You know, let him believe it's Tuesday. We all know it's Wednesday. Let him believe it's Tuesday. And, you know, survive another day. Like, so it's like he could have just said, I pledge allegiance, and then just not have meant it, you know? He could just lie to him. Like, like, in this teaching moment, he could have, instead of doing that, you know, said he pledges his allegiance, walk back inside and be like, I didn't mean that. He was gonna kill me. You saw that. And then, you know, like that would have been the smarter move. I feel like it would have been, it definitely wouldn't have been as impactful because, you know, he wasn't in his life anymore because he died. But I feel like he would have gotten his point across there. Yeah, stick to your guns, but don't be an idiot, you know. And then another part that I like is that he feels that he did the same thing that his father did to him and his mother to his mother, and in a way he kind of did, you know, because his dad sacrificed himself and everything just to get back at the major and like prove that he wasn't gonna be with him or wasn't gonna agree with what he was doing. He got killed pretty much for no reason. He could have survived and done much more good than he would have dead. But and he's done the same thing, the main character, by signing up for this, and then in the end, he ends up dying. But I mean, he did get or Peter gets the major killed or something. Or Peter gets the major killed, but it's because he asked and all that. So in a way, he did the same thing. That now his mother doesn't have a son anymore or a husband, and she's all alone. But I guess like the major got killed, so it's slightly better than his dad. I feel like it still isn't worth it. Like, but I guess we can talk about the ending next because I can't think of anything else. It's just yeah, I can't think of anything else. So I'll talk about the ending. So we get to the final, or I guess I'll talk about the final three before that. So we find out the final three is main character Peter and other guy. So other guy, he's talking about he's the major's son, but the major has lots of sons, and this wish was going to be to be let into his house. Like he didn't. I think he said that he didn't know that he had a lot of other sons. That the major be getting down like that. But I don't know. But that was his plan. And then he died. I don't even know why I mentioned that. Like, okay, let's move on. So they finally get to the last two, Peter and main character. So we know Peter's wish. He wants. Oh yeah, I guess I didn't say Peter's. So Peter's wish is to kill the major. What he's going to do, he's going to ask for one of the guns from the soldiers, and then he's going to give it. The soldier's going to give it to him because that's his wish, and then he's gonna kill the major right there. But he finds out that he can't do it. He doesn't have that dog in him. But you know who does? Peter got that dog in him. So, but Peter doesn't know this. That's main character's plan. So he ends up trying to take a knee, but main character talks him out of it. He's like, just walk with me just a little longer. you know, and they both ended up getting 3 warnings by that time. So anybody who stops walking is gonna get folded. So he walks with him a little bit, stops without him noticing, gets folded, and it's like, yeah, it's a pretty crazy moment, you know. Like you of course you think the main character is gonna win because you know it's the main character, but it makes more sense. Actually, I did read about that when I was just I read up on the ending a little bit because it's pretty ambiguous. So I saw that in the book, the ending was instead that the main character does win, but the main character, instead of, you know, killing the major, I don't know if that was still his goal from the book or not, but instead of killing the major, he's so delirious and like just, you know, messed up in the mind from walking for 5 days straight, like walking for 5 days straight, that he still thinks there's more people in front of him, so he continues walking, and that's just how the story ends. He walks in them because he just, you know, he just keeps walking until he just dies. But instead, Peter wins. So it's a different ending, because at least I don't think the major's killed. They don't say anything about that. But yeah. So Peter, he ends up doing what the main character planned on doing. He asked the soldier for a carabine. He's like, "Oh yeah, we'll get you one." He's like, "No, I want that one right there." And then he aims at him. And then I thought this was weird too. When I was watching the movie, that everybody faded away. And then, like, you hear the major, he's like telling everybody else, "Oh, put your guns down, put your guns down." And then everybody fades away. And it's like, he sits there aimed at him, and then, you know, he ends up killing the major, and then he just walks away. Like, that's the crazy part about it. It's like, they just let him walk away. He killed, it's like if somebody killed somebody in a position of power in front of a group of people, not just a group of people and like all the armed guards like that were with them, they just let them walk off. Like, it didn't, like, none of them were like, "No, the major," you know. It's like, where they are secretly like, yes, you know, like I doubt it. Even if some of them didn't like the major, like, I'm sure somebody would have done something, you know? Somebody would have done something. Somebody would have done something. But nobody did anything. Or at least that's what it seemed like. So, I don't know if that's like, if it's just not what happened, if he's just like so, if it's similar to like the book ending where he's just so delirious that he thinks that's what happened. Because what I'm thinking is that everything that happens after he pulls the gun on him. I think he did ask for the gun, he did point at him, and then after he says like everybody back down, maybe everything past that is like might have happened, might not have happened, you know? I feel like honestly, now that I think about it, I was gonna say I feel like maybe he just killed them, and then like instead he killed the major, and instead of walking off, maybe he got shot, and that's when he started walking again. That's him like moving on. But maybe it's like instead that once he fades into the darkness, that's when he got shot. Even though the major said, "Hey, nobody shoot," maybe somebody just shot him in the head while he was saying that. I don't know. I guess that's why it's so ambiguous. Like, is the major still alive? You know, like how much of that was true? Like was any of it true? Well, I feel like everything up to the at least everything up to him winning the race has to be true, you know? Like everything before he asks for the risk asks for his wish has to be true, yeah? Right? At least that's what it seems like. That's what I'm gonna think. But yeah. So let's assume that it did happen. Assume that he did kill the major, and that he, like, it doesn't matter if he gets away with that after. If he gets shot dead or whatever, that doesn't really matter. So even if he did kill the major, like, will that have changed anything? That's what I was thinking about. Because yes, he's a dictator. At least that's what it seems. It seems like he's a dictator. Like whatever he says goes. He's the leader. But the thing is, if he dies, somebody else is gonna take over, and they're just gonna do the same thing, are they not? You know? Because it's not, or I guess that's what he wanted to do. Was like, yeah, that's what the main character was saying, that even if this doesn't change everything, something will change, you know? Like, they get people thinking like, oh, he killed the major. Like, they might even think that whoever the next one be, they'll just kill him too, you know? So, I feel like in the end, yeah, it is going to lead to some type of change. Because we didn't really see many people, like, dissing the long walk, other than the people who doing the long walk. What is that? Other than people that are actually doing the long walk. And they even mentioned like something like it's like the lottery, like you see you don't have to sign up for it, but everybody does sign up for it, or whatever point you're trying to make with that. But I feel like in the end, him killing the major, assuming he did kill the major, will have some impact on the world. Or on that area. Yeah, I feel like it would have some type of impact on that area. Well, there's something else I wanted to say. Oh man. I don't remember it. Yeah, that was gonna be. I feel like it had something to do with the ending. I don't remember it though. I guess I could say, from the story, or from the movie, I guess, it seemed like how the world went was that it was a authoritarian government style. He was the leader. He was the dictator. Whatever he said goes. Like there were banned books, like and more. I almost remember what I was going to talk about earlier. Oh, it was right there. I don't remember. But yeah, it's like an authoritarian government. Like you can't. They were even saying like during the long walk that you can't say anything bad about the long walk, or else you could be like sent to jail. So it's like, yeah. So I don't think they said like how long the long walk has been going on for, but it seems like it's been going on for like a long time. Cause like I said in the beginning of the video, they were like, like everybody knows what the long walk is. Like it's an annual event that people attend. So it's been going on for like I say at least 5 years. If it's maybe probably more because yeah, it's pretty much is like their Super Bowl. Like, everybody wants to watch it. Like see these kids like die of exhaustion and whatever else that happens, like them getting shot in the head or trying to run away or you know whatever happens to them. That's it. I'll put these away. Okay. But that was, I guess that's pretty much the movie. I don't. Whoops. Hold on, watch this. So yeah, that's pretty much the movie. So yeah, I think it was pretty good. You got like an 8 out of 10. Yeah, I guess yeah, that's about it. So just yeah, I can't think about. I don't know what I was gonna say before. But anyways, yeah, I guess like so. Yeah, how long do y'all think you would last on a long walk? How long would y'all be? Again, like I guess you should start off with would you ever even sign up for the long walk? Like I know no, you know, there's no you like. I feel like you would have to be like, because it is kind of like playing the lottery. Because even if you're like in peak condition, like. Say like a football player, a boxer, somebody like that, peak condition, it's like, yeah, that, and it's not just that, it's also willpower, and it's also like the elements. Like the other guy, he just got sick. That like that'll mess you up, and you can have to deal with that for 5 days. It's like, yeah, it's mostly willpower, truly, but yeah, of course, you know, I'm not. You have to be like, you have to have absolutely nothing. This is like, you're homeless and the mob is after you and you're on drugs. I don't know. You have to be so ridiculously down bad to even consider doing something like that. Like really, because it's such a low chance of winning, and even after you win, you went through all of that. Like you're never gonna be mentally the same. You're gonna be like watching all those people die, and then having to go through all that stuff, pooping in the road, and your feet turn into mush. Oh my God. Yeah. It's just awful, you know. I don't know. You have to be like so down on your luck to ever even attempt to do anything like that. Is the crazy part. Like I don't think. Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, let me know if you would ever sign up for it, and even if you wouldn't sign up for it, let me know how far do you think you would be able to walk. I think I would be like honestly. I think I would be able to make it like. I think maybe could squeeze out 200. Like, y'all may not believe. I know. I feel like I can make 100. Like, just like I feel like I have enough willpower to make it to 100. Just knowing like I won't get to 100. I think 200 as well. Just to know that I got there. But 300. Like by that time, there was like next to nobody left. It's like, I don't know. Then I think about, like, how would I have gone out? If I was walking the long walk, I've been walking for a long time. What would I do before I died? Assuming I didn't win. I don't know. Maybe just lay down. Maybe just go to sleep one last time. Actually, that's pretty sad. Let's just move on. So the I don't know why I even mentioned that. That was sad for no reason. Don't put that in the comments. Yeah, don't put that part in the comments. How far do you think you would make it, and would you ever sign up for it? So but yeah, that's about it. Bye bye.